Tonight, the finale of Work of Art, The Next Great Artist. 14 artists started the competition to show their talent to America.
Thank you.
And only 3 remain. Miles, Peregrine, and Abdi. For the finale, each artist will create a full gallery exhibit. They have 3 months and $5,000 to blow the art world away. Miles, we'll start with you.
Very impressed. In terms of processing, it's first rate.
You're the winner of this challenge.
Cool. Parts of my OCD started coming back. The only way that I can get a good idea in my head is to just take a nap.
What a little genius.
Congratulations, Miles.
You consider yourself an artist today?
I don't think I'm fully there yet. Control and obsession was a problem in my work. That's something that I plan on trying to fix in the finale.
Abdi, step right up.
I approach every work of art that I do like it's my last. I'm definitely a serious overachiever.
Tape, 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 any tape. Ah! Whoa!
Congratulations, Abdi.
Thank you. It's rough when you just don't know what you want to make art about.
I'm not getting anything from Abdi at all.
I want to be viewed as someone who's serious about getting better.
Congratulations, Abdi.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. I'm bugging out that I'm in the finale. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but it's going to be amazing.
Peregrine, come on down.
I'm really into lilies and hermaphrodites. When I was 22, the Whitney Museum purchased my work for their permanent collection.
You did an amazing job with this.
Peregrine, you made a true work of art.
You've been surprising me as you've moved slowly away from drawing into sculpture.
Thank you. The judges haven't seen the best of me. I want to prove that they picked the right girl.
Now the artists head back home to begin working on their final gallery shows.
The William Beaver House is a really nice place, but I am missing Minnesota. I'm really anxious to go home and clear my head.
Kansas City, please.
At stake for the winner, a solo show at the world-famous Brooklyn Museum, and $100,000 provided by Prismacolor Art Uninhibited. This is Work of Art, The Next Great Artist.
I'm traveling to check on the progress of our 3 finalists. First up, Peregrine in Kansas City, Missouri. Hey,
Hi,
Peregrine.
how are you?
How are you?
Nice
Great
to see you.
My God, what an amazing space.
This is my husband, Mark Sutherland.
Hi, Mark. Simon.
Nice to meet you.
These are part of bigger projects that we've worked on together, and him individually as a jazz musician.
You're a jazz musician?
Jazz musician and horn sculptor.
Mark and I have a really good influence on each other. I knew immediately that I was going to marry him. We've been together for 10 years. I have a pretty traditional marriage.
I've been phenomenally curious to see your work.
Thanks to Manu, he'll be surprised to see how much I've gotten done in the carnival theme that I've decided to go in. I really am interested in popular culture, and so I was really interested in taking these decorative pieces and casting the form in beeswax.
And these were the originals for the ones you've casted?
Yeah.
Seeing them together gives an interesting effect. Tell me about those 2...
My twin fawns?
Yes. What is this?
These are 2 unborn twin fawns. This is a piece that I'm working on for you, too. I'm having this photographed, which is very hard to photograph. I came upon these twin fawns in a toy and science store in Kansas City. They're so beautiful and so sad and so pretty and so creepy. They've been these little muses for me. The horse, I want to cast again in these different colors.
And what's this young girl vomiting?
I did like 100 of those drawings when I got to town because I was so freaked out, and I just drew all these people throwing up one after the other.
Actually, I think they're great.
Oh, thanks.
I like them very much. The fact that it's all people vomiting gives it a kind of edge.
Simone is being super supportive of me. Just having somebody on my side at this point makes me relax.
It's really using all the mediums, your watercolors, photography, sculpture.
I almost want it to feel like a carnival. And I will have this cotton candy machine with like lots of pink clouds or some sort of thing.
One of the dangers that you're facing is to have too much because you're going to have a lot of objects using many different techniques, and that it may be a kind of an overwhelming feeling of too many things going on.
I think you're right, but that's the one part that I'm not worried about at all. I think that when I get to your space and I feel the room and I feel it, and I can really lay out all the work that I've made, then even the space becomes part of the artwork. I just need to make really intelligent decisions and make sure that I'm not putting on a pink and pretty parade. Be pretty.
Be bold, be amazing, be dazzling, and be phenomenal. Next, I'm going to Dover, Pennsylvania, to see how Abdi's work is coming along. Oh, Abdi,
how's it going?
Great to see you. Fantastic.
Great to see you. Simone is in my house. That's crazy.
Well,
seeing Simone, it's driving home that I have a month left to make the most amazing body of work I've ever made.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Mom? Welcome back.
I'm delighted
Mom,
to meet you.
I'm Simone.
So happy to finally meet you. I heard so much about you from Abdi.
A lot about you. Did you say amazing yet?
I haven't said it yet.
Okay.
I'm sure I will say it many times.
It is wonderful.
I was so fortunate to have a mom who really cared that I got a chance to make art.
When a child is 2 years old that can draw without encouragement, that you have to say, okay, Abdi, it's time to go to bed, you know, put the crayons away or whatever. And I love art, so we do road trips for art.
So you have been a constant encouragement for Abdi.
Always. Oh my God.
I've pushed him. I haven't pushed him like a stage mother. I've pushed him to see where the talent is and develop it early on.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
My mom's great. She means so much to me. Sometimes I come to her and I'm wanting to quit, but she's like, get back down to the studio, you can do this. She's my inspiration to make art. This is where the magic happens.
That's where you're working.
Yeah, this is where I work.
Terrific.
I was really inspired by the last piece I did, the one for the Nature Challenge. I really want to continue to explore my love of like the human figure. I grew up, I love basketball, and I wanted to go to NBA, and I wanted these to almost be like these dead figures, but they're like embodying these really graceful poses. And so,
what I find original is having them lying on the floor. I mean, if you want to have them lying,
yeah, I want to, yeah, exactly, like almost like, yeah.
And then having an exhibition with both sculptures and canvases makes it interesting.
One of the bigger ideas I'm working on with this picture of me with the inverted color. These are just the exact opposite colors of my actual skin color.
If you manage to translate some of the density you have in the drawing to the actual work, then it could be okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'm worried that it might go in the wrong direction. You really want to dazzle the judges when they come. And what I see here is not dazzling, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you've done it before, so I'm sure you will, you know, pull it all together.
Yeah, it's gonna come together. It's definitely gonna come together.
Your advantage and your handicap is your skill, because you are so skilled, technically speaking, that I don't want it to look purely like skills and just academic. It has to have that extra edge to it.
Oh, shoot. I want this to be great. I got a month left. I know I got my work cut out for me, and it's gonna get done. It's gotta get done.
Coming up on Work of Art.
This is it, you know, just gotta go all out.
Artists, we have one last surprise for you.
Oh my God.
Os problemas de um casamento se resolvem com terapia. O difícil vai ser resolver os problemas destes terapeutas.
What is going on?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Do not scream at me. I hate you.
The Marriage Rep. O programa que intervém nos problemas conjugais.
I'm going for the wife. I'm gonna go with him because of her.
E determina quem tem razão.
Jacqueline, you win! Congratulations, Don. You win!
Com a apresentação de Tom Papa.
You're not on the panel.
I'm not on the panel, I'm the ref.
This is the dream team for therapy.
I'm changing my vote!
Like it's really going to make a difference.
The Marriage Wrap. Sextas, às 21 horas. No Glitz. Eles veem a fotografia muito antes de tirá-la.
And I saw one person, and I thought, wow, she's perfect. But I'm trying to mesh the musician's image with the words that he said.
Behind the Lens. Programa sobre a relação emocional do fotógrafo com suas imagens.
More about the woman in the shot.
Behind the Lens. Quintas, às 23h30. No Glitz.
Novo Volvo XC60 T5. Você vai gostar de cada detalhe, inclusive do preço.
Em maio, no Glitz. O que é tendência está no glam.
Eu quero que as pessoas olhem pro meu trabalho e pensem sobre a vida delas, assim.
E agora fizeram um lombo pra celular.
É maravilhoso.
Todo mundo tá olhando, críticos, colecionadores e o público em geral tá olhando pra jovem arte.
Escalar, pular, subir, se equilibrar, etc, etc.
O sabor ainda é do drink.
Você acha que moda e arquitetura combinam?
Glam, com Bárbara Thomas. Terças, às 22 horas. No Glitz.
Apertem os cintos. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On Top. Uma viagem de 10 escalas pelo melhor dos espetáculos. Celebridades, escândalos, produções e tudo que realmente interessa no mundo do entretenimento. On Top. Nosso ranking semanal. Sextas. No Glitz.
For my last visit, I'm checking on Miles in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Simone, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, hey, I like your coat. Come on in. So here we go. This is the digs.
My God, it's terrific.
Yeah.
How long have you been living here?
In the house about 4 years. You've been to Minneapolis before?
This is my third time. I came here 20 years ago because I'm a great admirer of Prince. Great genius from Minneapolis.
Sweet, yeah. Well, I'll show you around.
Great.
This is my first art piece that I ever made. When I was in 3rd grade, it's now headless. I was really influenced by Teletubbies.
Were you passionate about art right from the start, right from the moment you did the little figurine?
I grew up, kind of in the backwoods of my parents' house, making a lot of death traps for animals. I mean, I never really was into art until high school, and that's kind of when I got curious about it.
But now I'd love to go to the garage to see all the things.
Yeah, sure. Right now I'm kind of at my jumping off point, and I want to see what he thinks about where I'm headed. Okay, Simone, here's the garage.
So.
Most of the work has been computer work and digital. What I was doing is hanging out at this White Castle, and I started taking photographs of the people with my cell phone on the security monitor, and then this homeless drunk guy froze to death on the bench outside of White Castle. And I was like, oh my God, because 2 days prior to that, I had taken this triptych of him as one of the last documents of this man interacting with people.
So you took the images from the computer and then transferred it to silkscreen?
Well, first I just kind of took it and started working with it, using an old version of Photoshop to make them have digital pixelation and swirling. The whole body of work is all over the place.
Are you trying to be all over the place? Is that the purpose, or you're trying to get some coherence between what you're going to show?
No, that's the thing. I'm doing a lot of playing, and I'm just basically saying to my planning, logical self, off, and it's kind of a struggle sometimes, but I think my experimentation and my exploration is going to be the thing that either seals the deal or kicks me in the ass. But I think I have the potential and drive to make something that I feel wholly good about.
I think that's an interesting avenue, the White Castle thing, and then because there's something quite cold and controlled about your work, and then the contrast to the story that you were telling us.
Right.
So if you can convey that emotion more, I think it's going to be great. So
I think so
I'm
too, yeah.
confident you'll do really, really well.
Yeah, thanks. Let's go meet my mom and pops.
I'd love to meet them. That's terrific.
Sure, it's this way.
Great.
Hey, guys. Yeah, hey, I brought a friend.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Must be Simon? Simon, yes,
My
absolutely.
name's David. This is
Delighted
my
to meet you.
Wife Ann.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
I'm really excited. Simone's meeting my mom and my pops, and hopefully that'll give them a little bit more of a backstory about me.
We used to call him Miles of Smiles.
He's just about two there.
Look at that hip outfit I got on.
Yeah.
Very, very hip, yes.
Yeah.
Here's a self-drawing of Miles. So that was Miles of Miles.
Do you remember when you gave that to me?
Yeah, you started crying.
You know, what is fascinating with every artwork that Miles has started in the competition, he first has a whole preparation for it.
The end result is fine and good, but if the process is solid and the process is creative, then the end product kind of takes care of itself.
See, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
All this just confirms to me the fantastic education you gave him, and that's very, very wonderful. And thank you, Miles, for introducing me.
Yeah, I thought you'd have fun, yeah. My parents are one of the biggest support groups I have for what I do. They're both music teachers, so they understand that having a passion is pretty important in life. And I really, really want to make them proud of me.
Great, great pleasure. Goodbye.
It's so crazy to be back in New York. It's just reminding me so much of when I was in the thick of the competition. Like, I'm realizing again just how big this opportunity is. This is it, you know, just gotta go all out. Yeah, I'm in the cab right now. The reality of it is setting in hard.
I'm really blown away by the opportunity that's been handed to me. I've never really done something like this before, so I don't know what's in store, so I could be ready and I could be super unprepared.
Whoa. Thank you. The last 3 months have been amazing for me. I've made some awesome work. I'm really excited to be back in New York.
My man.
How's it going out there? How's it going?
What's up? It's crazy seeing these people again. I'm such a big fan of Miles and Peregrine. They're hilarious. They're amazing artists.
I miss you guys.
I can't think of any other people I would want to share this show with.
You get a little baby haircut?
I got your haircut, basically. I looked in the mirror and I realized, I was like, oh, give me a haircut like Miles.
It's gonna be so weird seeing the stuff that you guys made.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm sure it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man.
How are you? So wonderful to see you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Simone, how you doing? It was nice seeing Simone again, but the last time I saw Simone, my mom just ragged on me for a couple days about how poorly I dress. So when Simone came in and he was wearing that nice suit, I was just like, give someone else a chance.
Welcome back, everybody, to New York City. I do hope you're enjoying the Renaissance Hotel 57.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, I would suggest you really get some sleep tonight, because I will meet you bright and early at the world-famous Brooklyn Museum.
Whoa.
And there's going to be a lot of work for you to do, so get some sleep.
Definitely. Oh my God. The Brooklyn Museum.
Good night.
Great to see you. Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm usually not a scared dude, but I'm a little shook about what's about to happen to us.
Anytime the Brooklyn Museum is brought up, Abdi and Peregrine go nuts, but I've never been, so this is super exciting.
The subway exits right at the entrance to the Brooklyn Museum. It hits me, oh my God, one of us is gonna have a show at the Brooklyn Museum of Art.
morning, artists.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Museum.
Thank you. So sweet.
You guys are probably excited that this day is finally here.
Kind of crazy.
Are you excited to see our work?
Oh my God, I'm dying to see what you guys have done.
Great.
I'm excited to see what you're gonna wear.
Me too.
This is pretty good. China looks, whoa, double whoa.
I'm very impressed by your amazing journey, making it to the finale.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But the journey is not quite over. We have one last surprise for you.
Oh my God, there's totally gonna be another challenge, and I am gonna start bleeding from the nose.
As chief auctioneer at Philips de Pury and Company, I had the great privilege over the years of auctioning off the works of some of the greatest artists living today. I have been so impressed by your work that I have decided to include one work of the winning artist into our Philips de Pury auction.
God.
Wow.
Well, thanks.
Awesome.
That is quite an honor.
Yes.
This whole thing is unfathomable.
I feel totally relieved that there was no last surprise challenge.
That's great. My piece in an auction would be an amazing prize for a lot of hard work.
Tomorrow, the gallery at Philips de Pury will be open, and guests from all corners of the art world will be there to view your final shows. One of you will be named the winner of the competition and receive $100,000 provided by Prismacolor Art Uninhibited.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. This is the major leagues. This is the pros. This is it.
Coming up on Work of Art.
We all have so much to do and not a lot of time.
Yep, nope, we're going over here.
I don't like this one.
Oh, dang. Oh, it was for nothing.
Fala-se muito da magreza das modelos nas imagens de moda, mas o mercado investe cada vez mais nos tamanhos maiores. No Rio Porté, o salão de negócios aqui do Fashion Rio, existe um espaço exclusivamente dedicado às grifes plus size.
O que está acontecendo é uma questão de mercado. As pessoas estão mais gordas, são mais sedentárias, então, evidentemente, que a indústria responde para isso.
Você sente que as suas vendas aumentaram nos últimos tempos?
O mercado está percebendo que tem essa carência.
Hoje existe uma quantidade de clientes pedindo isso.
A mudança, o boom do plus size, gente, não é moda. Foi na descoberta das novas modelagens.
Como é que é a modelagem específica de plus size?
Porque aí a modelagem, você descobre onde está a sensualidade da gordinha, que é sempre no colo, às vezes os braços, às vezes os tornozelos bem torneados. Mesmo gordinha, ela ainda tem aquele corpo da brasileira.
Tem que mostrar o peito, tem que mostrar a bunda, tem que estar sexy o tempo inteiro, tem que se sentir sexy. Às vezes a sensualidade não está em mostrar, em sim desvendar.
Eu não me inspiro nada em plus size, eu me inspiro em moda jovem. A gente não quer ficar, por exemplo, eu falo gente porque eu também não sou magra. Você não quer ficar, ver uma modelo gordinha e vestir uma roupa de gordo.
Tem uma coisa da proporção também que muda?
Tem uma proporção. A gente sempre faz mais ou menos dentro da linha, né, da tendência.
Não é só aumentar de tamanho a escala da roupa, é adaptar ao tipo de corpo que essa pessoa tem.
O que eu acho legal é que as indústrias hoje estão se preocupando com isso e estão dando mais opções em termos de modelar, estão se preocupando em fazer uma moda, uma coisa de design melhor, que vai ter muito mais marcas ligadas no plus size do que tem hoje, isso você pode ter certeza.
O sonho de muitas pessoas é tornar-se uma celebridade. O de muitas celebridades é tornar-se um ícone. Icons. Terças, às 20 horas. No Glitz.
Se você reconhece os rostos desses músicos, é porque eles são pop. Esses são ícones pop. estão no Music Land. Entrevistas, clipes e tudo que você sempre quis saber sobre seus ídolos da música. Music Land, quintas, às 20h30. No Blitz.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
You have until midnight to install your work. So I really count on you to go for it.
The final challenge is to open up these boxes and see how the show is going to set up. We all have so much to do and not a lot of time.
I began taking portraits of these elderly patrons with my cell phone of the security monitor at White Castle. And coincidentally, one of the people died 2 days after the portraits were taken. So I just became obsessed with those photographs, and I just started looking for really interesting sections of dots. So there's a series of 6 abstractions that I made by taking a small portion of that image and blowing it up digitally. I'm screen printing them on paper. Yep, this is my first really big gallery show, and it's nerve-wracking. Yep, that's it. Let's hang it.
I want people to feel like they are in a country fair. Oh, you have an ear. It is about the young girl in all of us. It's childish and silly and sweet and weird, but with tender, quiet moments in a bigger space. The fawn piece, I have been on a really long journey with wanting to make that piece, and I had not had the money to bring that piece together until this competition. And it was everything that I had hoped that it would be.
I have an infinite amount of work to do. All my two-dimensional work is done. I just need to spot it and put it in its place. My sculptures, on the other hand, which I feel are the best parts of the show, are so not finished. I just barely got them out of their molds before it was time to ship them out. And there's so much residual plaster from the molds that still needs to be taken away. In order to ship it off, you have to just go piece by piece and really just pry it off of the sculpture. I'd already broken one of the hands off before I left and packed it up. Oh, dang! Then another hand falls off. Oh, Abdi. Ah, shoot, dang. Oh my God, fingers are breaking off. It's gonna take every minute to get these sculptures ready to display. If it's not done to the point that I can get across everything that I want to get across, then, oh, it was for nothing. Oh, gotta finish this, man.
Just work on leveling that stuff because we're gonna pop up this room quick. Time is tight. The stuff is going up really slowly. You know what, can I Yep, nope, we're going over here. But you know what, it might be a little too much. I kept trying to go back and forth on where I was gonna hang these prints here, or maybe 2 on. It wasn't really an OCD thing. It was more just being particular about what goes where, and it's a lot to handle.
I'm trying to get it so that they look like they were lit inside. We can't do it because of safety reasons, so we'll just do what we can. I really want to just see how the wax frames hang as melted frames, almost like invisible portraits. That's so beautiful. My cotton candy machine shows up, and the country fair is coming along. My Every Horse is a larger version of my Little White Pony, which is a very successful piece that I made during the competition, but then just takes it to the next level.
I've chipped off everything that I wanted to chip off. I've reattached the limbs. Now I have to start spray painting them.
This goes right there, and then you're done. And then I'm done. I just have to finalize the placement of these last couple prints, and although it's gonna be down to the wire, I do feel pretty good.
We get to the end of the night, nick o' time once again. My sculptures are done. And then we're gonna rotate. They look really good. Woo! I'm so happy with them.
Oh, I don't like this one. No, I don't. I think this is funnier. Miles has some really great ideas, but they're really obscure.
Do you like that?
It looks beautiful.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my boy for real. Win, lose, or draw, me and Miles are gonna be friends for a long time. I'm so proud of you guys.
It smells really good. It smells so good.
Like birthday candles.
I walk around a Peregrine show and it's so good. I was so proud of her.
Yo, this show's gonna be so sweet.
My show will be sweet. Today is a big day, and I think all three of us know that any one of us could win or lose. We all look like our art to some degree.
I hope I don't look like my art. I've made portraits of elderly White Castle patrons.
You look like your art.
So today is the day when we get to figure out the whole end of this and who takes home the money and who gets the show at the Brooklyn Museum. And it's just nice to know that there was nothing more that I could do aside from enjoying all our work together in the gallery.
Oh, my peoples. Oh, like that. Last day, 1 hour to make finishing touches.
It looks great.
We all really worked hard and put together a really good group show. I'm super excited and I'm just like anxious.
If pride is hopefulness, then I'm proud. I'm ready.
Coming up on Work of Art.
Wow. There you go.
Did you see the face of Jesus?
It's very austere.
You've really followed an obsession.
That was a bit art school. Just show me the finished product.
O sonho de muitas pessoas é tornar-se uma celebridade. O de muitas celebridades é tornar-se um ícone. Icons. Terças, às 20 horas. No Glitz. Quando um casamento passa por momentos difíceis,
This is my dream, but it's your nightmare.
I can't.
é hora de marcar uma sessão com os analistas mais sérios de Hollywood.
A man who understands the needs of women.
You look incredibly sexy.
Thank you.
This gotta stop.
You bastard.
The Marriage Ref, o programa produzido por Jerry Seinfeld que mete a colher
What's a show?
nas brigas de marido e mulher.
We're gonna give them the one thing they've always wanted. A winner. I'm going with the husband. Okay. Find someone you can tolerate. How about that?
The Marriage Ref, sextas, às 21 horas. No Glitz. No Glitz, é tempo de estreias. Os melhores programas. Para os que estão casados.
Tonight we're gonna watch real couples in the middle of real life arguments.
Never with capital letters have a stripper pole in this house.
I want my soulmate. It doesn't exist.
Para os que buscam sabores.
Lovers will have just 3 short days to wise up to the origins of their favourite food.
Italy, here they come.
Para os que buscam imagens.
It's her first time to see her picture that big.
Just another day at the office.
E para os que buscam ícones.
Elevated Angelina Jolie to a level of influence never before enjoyed by a mere film star.
I do love teardrops, and it feels very natural to me.
Os melhores programas estão no Glitz.
Please welcome back your judges. Senior art critic for New York Magazine, Jerry Saltz. Art advisor and gallerist, Jeannie Greenberg-Rowaton. Co-owner of Half Gallery, Bill Powers. And your special guest judge, artist, photographer, David LaChapelle.
How you doing? Looking forward to seeing your work.
David LaChapelle is probably the most famous photographer right now in the world. He really pushes the envelope between commercial photography and fine art.
Okay, let's start the show.
Nice to see your face.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
In the first room are the photographs of elderly White Castle patrons that I took with my cell phone. The next room is the original 3 photographs of the man who died, and then the third room contains the abstractions from the 3 photographs that I was working with extensively.
It's like a surveillance camera.
It's a cell phone video of the security video.
Oh, wow.
And so those are cell phone photographs of security monitors. I just wanted to document this really nice moment in the later stages of these people's lives. I took a chance. I was proud of that.
It's the same thing. He explained it to me, but he was like zooming in and zooming in and zooming in and zooming in.
This is beautiful, a black hole. This is gorgeous.
It was busy, my God. All that wonderful madness is evident in some nice, surprising way about him.
It is totally incredible.
Yeah, I keep trying to find things.
I squint, and then it kind of focuses it for me.
Do you see the face of Jesus? No. I see Jesus.
No, I think they could have been a little bit more monumental. A little larger would have more impact.
Yeah, it looks like art, but what is he saying?
I just don't want you to leave Minnesota.
I think
Sarah Jessica will hire you in a second.
The show is fair game, and it plays on the idea of country fairs and competition. Everybody wants to win the prize, overindulge, and woo the girl.
You think it's candy, by the way? No. I think it's wax.
Wax.
It's beautiful. My show is everything that I hoped that it would be. My work has transformed the space. There is cotton candy flying. Wow. And people don't want to leave. And it's a cool show. I feel really good.
Wow. It's great. Incredible.
I think they're all vomiting.
So they've overindulged, and now they're sick.
I like it's almost like a conversation, like between all these girls who have different experiences, but something similar, right?
This is the best piece in her exhibit, I think.
And your show's really beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
I have 2 figures of sculpture sprawled out on the floor. One of the figures is a pure self-portrait. My theme is expressing how the beauty of humanity has been covered up in so many different ways through socioeconomic issues, evil, violence.
Fantastic.
Religious, iconic. I feel like I've never seen him do something
I
quite
know.
like that, right?
It's called Home.
Home?
Oh my God. Makes you want to cry.
It's amazing. It's really moving.
Yeah.
I was like, I want just the pieces that are like good, you know, nothing, I don't need anything else. Like,
think you picked the good ones.
Thank you so much. As people walk around, I hope that they just feel a sense of beauty and enjoy each piece for what it is.
He's really risen to the challenge in an extraordinary way.
So proud.
This work doesn't move me as much as the bag, the people, and the sculpture.
I think these are pretty arresting, actually. And it's very to the point, it's very austere.
I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much. You worked so hard. This show means so much to me, and I've just grown and changed as a person in making this show. I can't help but just feel so great about it.
Don't you think it's a good mix of three artists?
Yeah, it's got what, a conceptualist?
Feminist.
Yeah.
And then someone who maybe is taking on issues of race.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with how far they've come from where I saw it.
They were good then and they're better now.
Yes.
I'm impressed, actually.
They could be in any gallery right now.
It's great and exciting to see that they do have futures.
Definitely. Oh, yes, I'm convinced of that.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, that's so good to know.
We look forward to seeing one of these exhibitions in your museum.
It's going to be really exciting. It's time for our final crit. Miles, let's start with you.
Cool. I came to this fascination at this White Castle with the elderly community that had started to form there. And so I used my cell phone video camera to take a picture of them in the security monitors. One of the regulars was an alcoholic homeless man. And I'd taken 3 photographs of him on a Monday, which are the 3 photographs that you see behind me. And then on Wednesday, he died. So those photographs became the important ones. I blew them up into a large-scale screen print. And then these series of abstractions are from the space where his eye would have been.
What is it that you are responding to in those abstractions? Because I think a lot of times people might say that an abstraction of a JPEG that's pixelated might feel kind of, cold.
It's hard to say something specific yet. It feels limitless to me, and that's what's really exciting.
I really like that you're exploring death. And I'm amazed that that's what you went after and you found. You've really followed an obsession.
These images are inviting and they're interesting.
The more you know about it, the more interesting it becomes.
Yeah, I love that you started this journey taking all the images and then discovering something and just going with it.
I have to say that we caught you in a work in progress, and now I want to see where this is going to go.
Thanks, man.
You're a real artist to the core.
Let's move on. Abdi, tell us about your show.
The show is about creating a layer of separation from something that we take for granted or don't appreciate. In each work, I'm hoping to cause you to look at something differently.
I walked in and I'm like, is this about Haiti? No, they're dancers stretching. No, they're athletes stretching because they're wearing athletic clothes. So you're not telling us what it is exactly, but there's such beauty in it that I couldn't stop looking at it.
Thank you.
When I was looking, I was thinking maybe it's a little over-determined. Body bag, fallen figures, darkness.
It kept shifting my mind, which kept it alive for me. It was like, it's like a film that was, the narrative kept changing.
I wonder with the sketchbook and having that up front, I felt like that was a little bit art school. Just show me the finished product.
I thought having it almost before the show was almost like an appetizer. Like, I thought most people would just walk past it.
To me, there's a kind of state of grace that you've achieved here that is something that a musician has when they're playing music. It's something very rare.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abdi. Peregrine, tell us about your show.
I knew I wanted to do something fantastic. So I started to create this sort of carnival, like a country fair, and things that people are willing to do in public at the circus. Those situations are as much about the pony show as the people watching the ponies.
The sideshow over here comes out of the country fair.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's taxidermed, unborn twin fawns. It's about so many things like birth and death, and it is one of my muses.
I feel the tenderness in that work and the love almost more than anything else in this room.
I'm glad that you reacted to that piece.
I love the little boy's head. There's this simplicity and restraint, but beauty and tenderness at the same time. It was its own narrative, and you communicated to me, touched me, and that's magic when you do that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
But I feel like this show could have been edited down.
Yeah, and
you
also,
could have lost the carousel room. The girls vomiting and the frames on the wall dragged it down when you had other stronger pieces in here.
Okay.
I love the exploration of death and innocence. That picture of the dead twin fawn is perfect. And I'm so happy you're in this show.
Thank you.
Peregrine, Miles, Abdi, you've given us a lot to discuss. We will call you back when we have our decision. Thank you.
Dang, shoot.
Wow. Yeah, those critiques are ridiculous.
There are so many nice parts of our shows.
Yeah.
We have a really big decision to make tonight.
We had 3 completely different shows.
And they were all pretty great.
Why don't we start with talking about Miles's show?
I think he's grown as an artist enormously. I love that he's using photography to look for death.
But there was a tunnel vision to the work.
He did kind of get caught up in the abstraction. It was like being on a scavenger hunt, but I never got the payoff at the end.
It was like his brain was on the paper.
We are inside Miles' head, but it was fun to be inside it.
He's really into it and so excited, you know, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do next.
What did we think about Abdi's show?
At least I had an emotional, kind of visceral reaction seeing those 2 bodies on the ground and not knowing why the hell they were there.
I threw everything I had at this guy to get him out of the competition, and he really came through.
And even if you don't like his rather conservative academic drawings, he has a magic touch.
On the downside on Abdi, there's something a little melodramatic and self-indulgent.
But yet, looking at that body bag called home, it was something else.
Yeah.
There was a spiritual quality to it. I can't explain it. Heaven was not just this document of a dead body in a bag at all.
Why don't we talk about Peregrine's show?
Unanimously, we all liked the boy head under glass and that it was separate from the rest of the show.
And did it very simply and elegantly and beautifully and so strong.
And I loved kind of this old-fashioned scatter art sculpture that she put together.
And look at that horse. That horse has a lot of energy coming off of it.
I love it isolated. When we isolate her work and edit it, there's a real power and real strength and beauty in it that I didn't see when it was all jumbled together.
Yeah, maybe she overdid it, but she conjures a kind of otherworldly spirit that I love having in the art world.
So, have we found our winner?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Next from myself. I like just figuring out as I go.
No Blitz.
Abdi, Peregrine, Miles. Throughout this competition, we have been inspired and excited by your work. And tonight was no different. are an amazing artist. But you are not the winner. You let us inside of your head, but it just felt like a work in progress.
I'm so bummed. It feels to lose, but I feel proud of the work that I produced just because I've tried out a lot of new things that I hadn't tried before.
Thank you, Miles. You can leave the gallery.
I don't think I ever want to know what to expect next from myself. I like just figuring out as I go. It's much more simple.
It's down to the two of you.
Peregrine, your work is deeply personal, totally intense, and you swept us up in your vision.
Thank you.
Abdi, technically you have an amazing hand, but it was your heart that really moved us tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. Abdi, you are the winner of Work of Art, The Next Great Artist.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
The art world needs artists like you.
I'm glad I'm welcome. Thank you. Oh my God.
I feel like I had a $100,000 lottery ticket in the pocket of my coat, and I left the coat on the subway. But I'm really happy for Abdi.
Where is she? Like, where's my mom? I'm trying to find her. It's like Rocky trying to find, like, Adrian. I'm like, my mom, I gotta find her because this victory is as much hers as it is mine.
Abdi! You won, baby!
I'm just gonna give my mom the whole $100,000 and let her give me some. She's sacrificed way more than I have. Just all that she's done for me in the past 3 months, but then all the stuff that she's done for me in the past 22 years.
You're channeling, you're channeling. I don't know, there's like a renaissance going on inside of you, seriously.
This is just a door to do what I was created to do. Hopefully I can just keep making amazing art for the hope that I'll leave something beautiful in this world for people to appreciate. Oh my God.
To learn more about Work of Art, The Next Great Artist, visit bravotv.com.
Matches, pretty matches.
Eles veem a fotografia muito antes de tirá-la.
And I saw one person, and I thought, wow, she's perfect. I'm trying to mesh the musician's image with the words that he said.
Behind the Lens. Programa sobre a relação emocional do fotógrafo com suas imagens.
More about the woman in the shot.
Behind the Lens. Quintas, às 23h30. No Blitz. Os problemas de um casamento se resolvem com terapia. O difícil vai ser resolver os problemas destes terapeutas.
What is going on? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Do not scream at me. I hate you.
The Marriage Ref. O programa que intervém nos problemas conjugais.
I'm going for the wife.
I'm gonna go with him because her.
E determina quem tem razão.
Jacqueline, you win. Congratulations, Don. You win.
com a apresentação de Tom Papa.
You're not on the panel.
I'm not on the panel, I'm the ref.
This is the dream team for therapy.
I'm changing my vote.
Like it's really going to make a difference.
The Marriage Ref. Sextas, às 21 horas. No Glitz. Shows, teatro, exposições, festivais e os últimos lançamentos da literatura e da música. No Update. A agenda cultural que vai te tirar da frente da TV. Agora com a apresentação de Sabrina Parlatori. Update. Quintas, às 22 horas. No Glitz. Em maio, no Glitz. O que é tendência está no Glam.
Eu quero que as pessoas olhem pro meu trabalho e pensem sobre a vida delas, assim.
E agora fizeram um lombo pra celular.
É maravilhoso.
Todo mundo tá olhando, críticos, colecionadores e o público em geral tá olhando pra jovem arte.
Escalar, pular, subir, se equilibrar, etc, etc.
O sabor ainda é do drink.
Você acha que moda e arquitetura combinam?
Glam, com Bárbara Thomas. Terças, às 22 horas. No Glitz.
The great thing about this band is that we're all so different. You know, you can get 5 or different people anywhere, but somehow it seems to work. There's a chemistry that happens when we're together, and I think there's a lot of tension actually. But I think musically that really does something. You know, we really spark off against each other.
E você, meu rapaz? Quem você pensa que é pra namorar minha filha?
Não precisa berrar, seu Poleto. Eu sou pobre, mas não sou surdo.
Eu devia chamar mesmo a polícia. Rua, fora da minha casa. Eu não quero ver sua cara nunca mais na minha frente.
Mas eu amo sua filha, seu Poleto.
Não importa! Rua!
O senhor pode me expulsar de sua casa, mas não vai me expulsar da vida de Julieta.
Rua, seu moleque!
Pai, por favor, não faz isso, pai. A gente se ama.
Isso não é amor. É pouca vergonha.
Mas o Romeu é gente fina.
Você, Didi, traiu minha confiança. Você que prometeu cuidar do meu lar.
Tá bom. Eu peço desculpa ao senhor, mas eu peço a última coisa. Não maltrate a Juju.
Juju? Como é que você ousa chamar minha filha desse jeito, com essa intimidade? Nós, os Poletos, não temos nada a ver com gentia da sua espécie.
A Juju...
Que Juju o quê? Você tá despedido. Pega os seus trapinhos e saia da minha casa.
Sim, senhor. Tchau, Juju.
Quanto a você, Julieta, eu não esperava isso de você, minha filha. Mas eu não vou admitir mais esse tipo de comportamento.
Mas, pai...
Não tem mais, nem meio mais.
Pai, não faz isso comigo.
Eu não te falei, filha. Não é bom contrariar seu pai.
Mas eu não vou desistir do meu amor, mãe. Eu vou com o meu até o fim do mundo. Eu vou ficar com ele, nem que seja só no céu.
Pera aí. Quer saber de uma coisa? Eu não vou embora sem a minha Julieta.
Danou-se.
É, eu acho que isso aqui vai feder.
Se vai feder, melhor a gente ir embora daqui. Vai.
Ei, o que tá fazendo aí, garoto?
Eu preciso de um veneno, Didi. Eu quero morrer.
Que isso? Isso é veneno de verdade. Se você vai tomar isso aqui, você morre na hora. Aí vai ficar o resto da vida morta por aí?
Eu prefiro morrer do que viver longe do meu Romeu. Quem sabe assim meu pai me dá mais valor.
Tá aí, é uma boa ideia. Vamos dar uma lição no teu pai.
Eu morrer?
Não, ele só tem que pensar que você morreu.
Qual é a sua ideia?
Vem aqui. Ó, você vai tomar isso aqui. Isso aqui é um chá de dormideira. Isso dá uma espécie de catalepsia. A pessoa, sabe, a pessoa pensa que morreu e não morreu. Dorme mais do que gato em cesta de costura.
Mas depois eu acordo, Didi.
Acorda, vivendo a Silva, como se nada tivesse acontecido, até com mais disposição.
Ai, obrigada, Didi. Essa vai ser uma boa lição pro meu pai. Mas não deixa ele saber.
Deixa comigo. Faz o teu que eu faço o meu. O chefão vai ajudar.
Julieta. Julieta. O que aconteceu? Julieta. Não pode ser verdade. Julieta. Julieta, não. Não. Julieta, não. Por quê, meu Deus? Por quê? E você não me deixou nem um gole? Mas eu sei onde conseguir mais.
Suza,
Didi, sai daqui. Seu boleto vai te matar.
eu trago notícia da Julieta.
Que notícia?
A Julieta tomou meu remédio e bateu com as 10.
Ai, não.
Grita baixo, não grita. Ai, meu dedo.
Por que você deixou ela fazer isso, Didi?
Eu não matei ela de verdade, foi só de mentirinha.
De mentirinha?
É, ela tomou remédio e tá num sono profundo. O pai dela vai pensar que ela morreu, entendeu? Vai dar uma lição nele pra ele aprender a respeitar o sentimento dos outros.
Então ela tá dormindo?
Tá dormindo. Agora, não pode contar pra ninguém, senão o plano falha.
Pra ninguém?
Contar pra quem quer que seja, não pode saber disso. Ninguém,
E o
ninguém.
Romeu?
Ei, o Romeu! Tem que avisar pro Romeu! Passa!
Se Julieta teve coragem de abandonar a vida, eu também tenho. Que a morte me leve para junto de ti, meu amor. Onde quer que você esteja. Quero estar com você.
Romeu? Romeu? O que você tá fazendo aqui, Romeu? Romeu, acorda. Romeu, acorda, Romeu. Romeu! O que é isso? Isso é veneno de verdade, Romeu. O que você fez? Romeu! Você não pode fazer isso comigo. Você não pode me deixar, Romeu. Eu te amo. Eu não vivo sem você, Romeu. Por favor.
Peraí, você tem certeza que ela vai só dormir?
Claro. Você acha que eu ia dar veneno pra menina? Vamos lá. Meu Deus do céu, o que é que o Romeu tá fazendo aqui?
Didi, olha. Vidros de veneno. E eles tomaram.
Peraí, não foi esse que eu dei pra ela. Gente, não faz isso comigo, não.
Acorda.
Acorda. Acorda, Romeu. Julieta, por favor. Suzy, alguma coisa deu errado aí, Suzy.
O quê?
Eles tomaram veneno de verdade. Não foi o que eu dei pra eles.
Não existem palavras que possam expressar a dor que eu estou sentindo. Não existe mais nada em mim. Vida, energia, mais nada. Sem você, minha filha. Meu coração está machucado. Peito vazio. Um vazio enorme.
Eu disse que você estava exagerando, Poleto. Eu disse isso.
Se eu pudesse voltar atrás, eu juro que eu fazia tudo diferente.
Não, Salomão. Agora não.
O que foi, Didi?
Oração para São Salomão. Não. Aí não, Salomão. Respeita os mortos.
Sufocar quem eu amo com o meu amor.
Segura as pontas, Romeu. Espera o Dr. Poleto acabar de rezar.
Em nome do Pai, do Filho e do Espírito Santo. Ah, meu Deus, se eu soubesse isso ia acontecer, eu teria permitido que esses dois se casassem.
Combinado, seu Poleto.